Hey YouTube, this video is on Bambu Labs printers, and basically what I did is I had two Ender 3 printers. I mean, they were pretty good, but a lot of problems. So if you're thinking about getting a 3D printer, I would advise not. Again, the Ender 3, and I apologize for the sounds. Obviously these prints are going and it's gonna make, you know, loud sounds, whatever. But the point is, the Ender 3s were great. I made some great prints with them. I would say that they're like entry level, just to get you into 3D printing. Again, that thing right there, same on the other side. I made, you can make all, you know, types of things for your 3D printer to make it better. But at the end of the day, these just had so many problems constantly that it just became too much of a pain. I would spend more time working on them and rebuying things to make them work. And the parts are relatively inexpensive, but it's tedious. You also have to put them together from the start. And that's kind of a good thing in a way, because it teaches you, you know, how the whole thing goes together, whatever. But it can take you a couple hours to get it together. The first one probably took me an hour and a half. The second one maybe about the same time, because I bought it so much later than this one. I say later, like 6 months. You can't remember every piece that you put together while you're doing that. So the point that I'm trying to make is, entry level, good start, you can make some good prints, but at the end of the day, they're not great printers. Bambu Labs, these right here, absolutely fantastic. Are they more expensive? Yeah. Shipped, it was like $625. They don't have any sides, front, top, whatever. No different than those down there, but you can actually make the sides yourself. There's plenty of STL files out there to do that, or you can go to their website and buy them that way if you choose. These two lights right here, they used to be on my 3D printers. This room's kind of dark, it's my office, so I just shut the light off. And with the light off, it's kind of hard to see. Now these do have lights inside. Both of them do. The new versions come with those lights. But if I shut these lights off, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. Bear with me a second. Again, this is just my office. Can you still see what's going on? Sure. I just like the lights on. It, you know, lights up the room more, whatever, and I can actually see the prints. Now, the really cool thing with these, I mean, there's so many different characteristics. These, you have a SIM card that goes in. You gotta take it out. This little thing that you stick it in, USB, stick it in your computer, and then find the STL file, take it out of that little USB thing, stick it back in the printer to print it. Kind of a pain. These basically, you just drag and drop the file right on the software that's on your computer, and, you know, hit print. Or if you want to adjust anything or whatever, change the size, all that stuff, you can do all that and then hit print. You also get an app for your phone that you can, you know, start prints, stop them, so on and so forth. The other cool thing about these, like those bed leveling, nightmare. Constantly leveling the beds. That takes so much time, and prints come out horrible. These self-level. So you can run a thing that levels the bed. And once they're level, you know, they're good. Out of the box, there's a few parts to put together, but nothing crazy. Nothing like putting these together. So So if you've had these before and you go and buy the Bambu Labs, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how amazing and how easy it is to put together. Now, the reason to buy sides, front, the whole thing, is if you're printing different types of filament. So right now both of these are just PLA. I do have some other filament that I'm waiting for Bambu Labs. Like, I can print my own things, and there's some really cool designs out there to print the sides, front, the whole thing. But I wanted to do some stuff first before I actually purchase them off Bambu Labs or make my own. But again, the purpose of the walls and front door and all that, like enclosing it, is you need the heat to stay in there when you're printing different types of filament. So these are fine for PLA. The other thing is, I mean, this is at least the speed that this is printing right now. Easily 6 times faster, and this is on normal speed than the Ender 3s. And that's right out of the box. It's just lightning fast and does amazing prints. Just another print going right here. I'm using tree supports on both of them. This right here is metal, and it's magnetically stuck to the bed. Same with this one. And you can buy all different types of things to hold it down. I have not had to use glue. I have not had to scrape anything off. I mean, essentially, when this print is done, I just grab the end right there. Just grab it, lift it off. I set it on here. Then in 2-3 minutes, it cools down, and you can just remove it like nothing. It's just amazing. These are the best printers. You got this little screen on top. Don't need to use it really ever, but you can see it there. They both have them. You can use them if you want, to slow down the print, do whatever you want to do, speed it up, pause it, all this other stuff. The other things that are great about these, let me zoom out a little bit, are the fact that they have a filament sensor. So you're not going to get that with these unless you buy it and install it, and it's kind of a pain. I didn't have it on either of those down there, the Ender 3s. But you run out of filament, it just pauses it. It sends you a notification to your phone. I have an Apple Watch as well, an iPhone as well. It'll send you the notifications right there. And it just pauses it. No big deal. And you come up, put some other filament in there, hit play, done, finishes. So you don't have any issues. You lose power, same scenario as if you lost filament. I can't say enough about these. And it's just so easy to set up, literally, right out of the box. Maybe 20. Again, I have 2 of them. So my first one, I took my time because I wanted to make sure I was doing everything right, whatever. Maybe that one took me about 40 minutes to finish setting it up compared to 2 hours plus for the first one, or an hour and a half maybe, from building the whole thing. And the other one took me literally 10 minutes because I'd already done this one, and I ordered this one, tried it, whatever, and 12 days later that one showed up. They're just awesome. I mean, there's really nothing more I can say about them other than they're just amazing. So if you're tired of dealing with all the issues that you're going to have with the Ender 3s, again, that's what they look like. Bambu Labs, that's the way to go. They print lightning speed, and this is only on speed 2, which is called normal speed. Let's just take you up here so you can see. This is with the software that you put on your computer. What you'll be looking at, let me bring it down so I don't have to hold the camera at that angle anymore. Where are we? We'll just keep it up there. So you can see it'll start playing. So this is Bambu Printer 1. And from your phone or your computer or whatever, you can see the progress. So anywhere in the world, you can start a print and see the progress as long as you have internet. You can adjust all the settings. I'm going to use my mouse. You can see the mouse there now. You can adjust all the settings, so on and so forth. Trying to see. This is basically a statue that I'm making, and that's the tree that's on it. If I click this, basically that's the statue that I'm making. It's just a Greek statue. And if I want to go to the other device, this is for my grandson. Just bear with it a second. Again, that's just the print. Oh, this is my grandson's. So let's look at this one. Hold on. Device. I don't know why it keeps showing the same one. So this is on. Well, this is the print for my grandson, and I don't know why it's showing us the print for the other one. Yeah, it's only going to show us the print for the other one. I don't know why. But anyway, it's this thing down here. That's what it's going to be. It's Nightmare at Freddy's. He likes playing that game, whatever, he likes it, and it's scary and the whole thing and whatever. But as you can see, it's printing it perfectly. You know, there's the trees right here, you know, surrounding the whole thing, and it's just going to print awesome. I don't have any prints up here right now that I've printed. I've printed many. Actually, I can show you. Let me go through the house real quick. So I made these prints down here, all these, into a lot of Greek stuff. I am also Greek. And each one of those are separate prints, including, I mean, everything here, including this. It just covers my flame bulb, just this print here. It makes everything, intricate stuff, no problem, and really, really fast. So I made 2 of these for the side, you know, for above my door. They came out fantastic. Made some more in here. Just this whole like lantern type thing. Yeah, I painted some in the basement, so I created a Spartan. So this was, for an example, I printed this with the Ender 3. So it's a Spartan, but you can see the bottom of the shield is screwed up, and it's missing the end of this spear. Other than that, it came out pretty good. I did have to glue this on, and what I do is I like drill into here with a very tiny drill, and then I drill into the spear, and then I take a cutter and I use a piece of paper clip, and I cut it, and then I use super glue, and I stick it in here with the super glue, and then I stick it in the spear with the super glue, and then you have to like let it sit for a while. But you can see what it looks like. And again, this was the Ender 3, and it didn't print right. I lost the whole, like I said, bottom of the shield, as you can see there. So let me put this back, and I'll take you in the basement so you can see one that I'm painting right now, or I've already painted. And it came out perfectly with the, I apologize for the lack of lighting and everything else. I'm just trying to show you guys. Plus it's less loud. So I have this, here's a model that I printed there, and here's the other Spartan. And you can see that the full staff or spear came out perfectly, as well as the shield. And that's with the Bambu Labs printer using the tree supports. I just painted this a little bit ago, but you can see the whole thing is perfectly printed. I wanted to make it, I used a gold filament, but I wanted something that looked more gold, So this is the paint that I'm using. It's metallic gold leaf. And for the other statue over there, I used chalky finish because I have a lot of statues that I've made in the house. It's actually pretty good right now and feels dry. I think I can bring it up. So let's do that. I'm going to replace the one that I was just showing you guys. But I've made a lot of Greek statues, things like that, with the Ender 3. I'm going to say, I mean, they'll take over a day to finish. With these, I can have them done, you know, a few hours. I mean, I think this print here, bear with me a second, it's going to remove this one. And let's put this one back in its place. Hard to see. This room is not very bright, and I use a lot of flame bulbs. Bear with it for a second. There we go. And I have a lot of different flame bulbs around that I can turn on den lamps.
There are no lights set up in your home. Do you want to turn on the
This is
flashlight?
typically where I watch.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
All right, watch. Stop it. So this is typically where I watch. Oh, that one is dead over there. I just have to place it. But this is where I typically watch, you know, TV, whatever, sports, so on and so forth. Yes, I'm a Patriots fan. But here it is here. And it came out perfect. And the staff was great. Or the spear, I should say. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I mean, again, printing out all these things. This is 4 parts. So there's this piece that holds this flame bulb, as you can see. And I just buy these also on Amazon, and they're battery operated. They don't take batteries, they're rechargeable, which is great. They have 3 settings. You can also turn it upside down, and the flame will still go in the correct direction, up. Great for camping, stuff like that. That's a whole nother video maybe. You have this little hook so you can hang it on things, like if you're out camping on your chair or whatever. I just love them. I love the whole warm flame scenario. And again, this was another print that I made. I printed one with the Ender. Probably took me a day. I printed 2 of them at the same time with the Bambu, and it took like 4 hours for 2. So it like cuts the time, you know, way down. And you can print so much more. I mean, those took time, obviously. But with the Bambu printer, like not even a quarter of the amount of time it would have taken to print all these. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces to make this, obviously not counting the flame bulb. So that's 12 pieces total, you know, to give me that look that I was looking for. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'll shut the lights off after. The point that I'm making is, the reason for the video is, I always make videos so that people, you know, can know what things are going to be like when they buy them. And these are fantastic. I mean, my old printer would never go that fast. I mean, this is lightning compared to an Ender 3. Way fast. And this is only on normal speed. They have, the next speed is sport mode, which you'll need to turn the heat up on the nozzle and the bed. And then it will go even faster than this, like a lot faster. And then there's ludicrous mode, which is like ridiculous. Again, you'll need to turn the heat up and so on and so forth for that. So if you look here, this has 6 hours and 14 minutes left. This print would probably take, on the Ender, 2 days plus to do. This one has 2 hours left, and basically 3 hours. And same thing. I mean, this would take well over a day to print this. Probably a day and a half, maybe even more, with the Ender 3, and that's if you didn't have any issues while it was printing. Have not had any issues with these. They've been absolutely fantastic. I mean, there's nothing more I can say. They're just, again, I only like to create videos that help people. And if you're into 3D printing, this is the way to go. They work absolutely amazing. And if it's a hobby, you like doing it, which I do, this is the way to go. So compared to, I think it was like $230, $250 each of those, that's the cost of one of these, literally. So I'm going to sell these if I can get $200 for them both, with the extra things that I put on them. I'm fine with that. And I'll take a little bit of the hit off of these, but if you can afford it, these are the ways to go. You don't need to have two. I just like having two so I can do two prints at the same time. I am thinking about starting to sell prints. Again, I can paint them numerous different ways, so on and so forth. But the amount of things you can make with a 3D printer, I think you guys already know if you found yourself in this video. So that's all I got to say. Without further ado, appreciate you if you've watched it this far. Please rate, comment, subscribe. As everybody always says, it just helps the channel grow. And also helps other people. Don't be afraid of a negative review if you have one, because even negative reviews help other people that are watching the video and so on and so forth. I have probably only had 2 negative reviews ever, but they were not even really relevant negative reviews. Can't particularly remember exactly what they were, but they were just misinformed reviews. But that's fine. I still like them, and I always comment to people, as soon as I get the, comment on my videos, I'll reply. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, I don't work for Bambu Labs or anything. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just like sharing videos with people when I find things that work amazing compared to things that don't. Like I said, I put the time and effort. I've had those both now for 2 years, and learned a lot. But this is the way to go if you can afford it. Basically, it was about, for both of them, like $1,200, give or take, right in there. But you don't need two. Literally, you can just have one, and you're going to print, if you're going to print a print here that's going to take you 2 days, you can print it here in maybe 6 hours, which means you could print 2 things. I didn't need to have 2 of these. You could print 2 or 3 things in the amount of time this thing will take you to print 1. So you don't technically need 2. I just wanted it because I think I'm going to start, creating models and selling them to people and whatever, just for a little extra money. And I really enjoy it as a hobby, and I've decorated my house with it. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this stuff. But anyway, I don't want to keep this video too long. Thanks for watching, like I said, if you made it this far. And see you in the next video. Thanks, YouTube.